Chapter 5. The Raid. Chaos came, as it always does in Commorragh, wearing the face of ambition. Archon Vane of the Bladed Whisper Cabal had long coveted Kyle's territories. When the moment was right, Vane struck. Cabalite raiders screamed through the spire's docking bays. Splinter fire lit the corridors. The arena itself became a battlefield. In his cage, Riddick smiled. He'd fashioned his weapon over months, a shiv carved from a lictor's talon, taken from a creature that had briefly shared his cells. The force field lock had a rhythm, a pattern in its energy fluctuations. He'd been counting it for weeks. 3, 2, 1. The lock flickered during a power surge from the battle above. Riddick was through in an instant. The corridors of Kyle's spire were pandemonium. Cabalite warriors ran toward the fighting. Slaves ran from it. Riddick moved perpendicular to both, toward the homunculus laboratories. He found Zaya preparing to evacuate, surgical instruments floating in suspensor fields around the fleshcrafter. "I wondered if you would come," Zaya said. "The ship, the codes." Now, Zia handed him a data slate. Archaic by Imperial standards, but readable. Security protocols, docking bay location, and something else. A vial of cloudy liquid. "A gift," Zaya hissed. "Neurotoxin keyed to Kyle's unique biology. A little something I've been cultivating from his own blood samples. Professional curiosity." Riddick took it. "You coming?" "Oh, I wouldn't miss this for all the souls in the webway." Chapter 6. The King's Coronation. Archon Kyle stood in his observatory, watching his spire burn. Vane's raid was failing. Kyle's superior forces were pushing them back, but the damage was done. It would take resources to repair. Resources and time. Behind him, a door opened that shouldn't have opened. "My lord," a guard began, then made a wet, choking sound as Riddick's blade found his throat. Kyle turned slowly, utterly unafraid. The pit fighter. How ambitious. "Do you truly think?" He stopped. Riddick was already moving, but not toward Kyle, toward the lights. Darkness flooded the observatory as power conduits severed. In the sudden blackness, Kale activated his shadow field, a reality-bending defensive technology that would turn aside any blade, any projectile. What it couldn't turn aside was momentum and environment. Riddick came from above, dropping from the ceiling's decorative spikes. He didn't attack Kyle directly. He drove the Archon backward, toward the observatory's floor-to-ceiling window, overlooking Commorragh's lower depths. The shadow field flickered, reality stuttering. Kyle snarled, drawing his ceremonial dagger, a priceless relic from the fall itself. "You cannot!" Riddick caught his wrist, twisted, and in a move practiced in 100 fights across a dozen prisons, reversed the blade. Kyle's own momentum drove the dagger home. The Archon's eyes widened in genuine surprise. Then emptiness. Then nothing. Riddick took the dagger and the Archon's signet ring. "Should have kept better locks on your cages." Chapter 7. The Theft. The docking bay was chaos, ships fleeing, others arriving with reinforcements. The Echo of Pain sat in its berth, a sleek frigate of dark Eldar design, all bladed edges and predatory grace. Riddick and Zaya approached the security checkpoint. The Cabalite warriors there were nervous, focused on the battle. Riddick held up Kale's ring. The signet projected the Archon's hololithic signature. "Archon's orders," Riddick said in passable dark Eldar. "Emergency evacuation of critical assets." The guard hesitated. "We heard the Archon was..." "Do you want to tell him you delayed his escape?" The guard stepped aside. Aboard the Echo of Pain, Riddick interfaced with systems he barely understood. But ships are ships. They have engines, weapons, navigation. The fundamentals translate. The frigate's machine spirit, if it could be called that, responded to his touch. Dark Eldar vessels are semi-living things, grown as much as built. This one seemed curious. As the echo of pain tore free of its moorings, alarms shrieking, Riddick renamed it via the ship's consciousness interface. A new designation burned itself into the vessel's identity. Ulterior motive. Behind them, Commorragh burned. Ahead, the webway opened like a wound in space, and Riddick drove his stolen ship through it, into the galaxy beyond. Zia settled into what passed for a medical bay, already examining the ship's grotesque modification chambers. So, O Shine-Eyed King, where precisely are we going? Riddick stared at the star field beyond the viewport, a galaxy he didn't recognize, lit by stars that shouldn't exist. Somewhere I can learn the rules, he said. Then somewhere I can break them.